What happened in 2020? Do you think 2020 was the worst year in history? And if the answer is yes, what do you know about the year 536? Take a deep breath and listen to what I have to say. Hello, and welcome to our channel. In this video, let's discuss some significant events around the year 2020 and why 536 was considered the worst year to be alive. So let's get started. 2020 tested us beyond measure. Tragic events, hard times, agony and death while darkness engulfed the world in anguishes after a loved one's death. Countless natural disasters, pandemics with no cure, endless bloody wars, and millions of victims. Details may vary, except what is agreed upon in one prevailing view, which is the end of the world this year. Do you believe 2020 is the worst year ever? Because scientifically, the year 536 has been classified as the worst year for mankind in history. And what mankind has gone through is nothing in front of the long nights in which people were deprived of sleep. What I'm going to say is more than terrifying. And before mentioning the unbelievable tragic events, why did scientists consider 536 as the worst year in the entirety of human history? The answer is straightforward because after what humanity witnessed, no one was expected to survive. Even as horrifying as this year was, the humans being survival came as a shock to scientists. What exactly did the first 18 months look like? Much of the world went dark for a full 18 months as a mysterious fog rolled over Europe, the Middle East, and parts of Asia. The fog blocked the sun during the day, causing the temperature to drop to 3 degrees Celsius to start the coldest period for more than 2,000 years. If you were wondering, even in the summer, yes, my friends, the summer was so cold that it snowed during the off-season, causing crop failures. The reality may be terrifying, but I assure you the terror is the mystery that led to the spread of fog throughout this period. As mankind did not know the cause of this fog and darkness which brought it into an endless cycle of terror. And it did not stop at this point in level only, but increased with every tragic reality that followed. The events of this year are not over yet. There are still 2 catastrophic disasters. The first is famine, which is the natural result that any human group will reach after crop failures. It means the death of livestock and therefore humans. They no longer have any sources of food, whether vegetable or animal in that period. There were no advanced means to preserve food for months or years. The second and worst catastrophe, the bubonic plague, the worst kind of disease in that era, as the city has not fully recovered until death struck throughout the Eastern Roman Empire and killed millions of people. This tragic period of human history was called by scientists the Dark Ages, as not a single day of it passed peacefully without victims, and those who managed to survive were not able to live a normal life. It took humanity and its economy more than 100 years to recover from disasters and their consequences. The question that arises here is, were the scientists able to discover the reason behind this mysterious fog that covered almost all countries of the world? Dr. McCormick and the glaciologist Paul Mayuski at the Climate Change Institute of the University of Maine believe to have finally solved this mystery. In their study published in the academic journal, the researchers reveal it was likely caused by a cataclysmic volcanic eruption in Iceland. The incessant volcanic activity is believed to have produced millions of tons of ash, which spread over vast swaths of the world, creating fog. The eruption of one volcano brought the world into a period of economic, material, and human ruin from which it miraculously emerged, especially as it extended for more than a century. Now, my friends, our opinions about the worst year may differ. If we compared the years 536 with 2020, both weren't perfect years upon humanity. But scientifically, the year 2020 has not yet reached the previous horror. But for us, it may be the worst. We have lost loved ones and witnessed the destruction of cities and deadly wars. So next time you're feeling miserable about the era we're living in, be thankful you weren't around in 536. So, my friends, what is the worst year in your opinion? I look forward to your comments and participation. Do not forget to share the video with your friends and subscribe to my channel. Until next time, take care and stay safe.